Welcome to the boxing bookie. We are back. It's good to be back. Interesting fight. Really good fight. Gonna start a poll on this one. That's an interesting fight. I'm gonna give you my thoughts on the fight. Hang on one second. Hang on one second. Guys, please like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Questions, comments, thoughts. Questions, comments, thoughts. Like, share, and subscribe. Oh shoot. What happened? Oh wow. I was so into that car. I totally forgot. Let me grab a water real quick. I'll be right back. All right. All right. I'm gonna start the poll. We all know what the poll question is. Let's start the poll question. All right. Who won? PBK? Morat? Draw. All right, first of all, I want to start off giving a shout out to the boy, giving out to the shout out to the guy everyone's hating on. I want to give a shout out to Johnny. Johnny hit this one on the head. Johnny said PBK was going to win. I don't think he won. It's not really relevant. I hate the way that PBK fought. We're going to get into that. We're going to talk about it. Let's talk about it. Well, we're going to talk about it in a real way, too. He got the decision. If it's not in his backyard, he doesn't get a decision, I feel. I want to know what you guys thought. I hate the way that PBK fought. I think it's stupid. It got him a decision, one that I don't think he earned. I think being beneficial, which is to say giving all the close rounds to Josh Kelly, it's 7-5. It's 6-6. You can get it to a draw. And I'm not that upset about the decision. There was some questionable, the second knockdown in whatever it was that the 8th, 9th round. That was questionable. Scoring the 11th round, I need to see the scorecards. I don't understand how anyone gave the last 2 rounds to BBK. BBK had one little flurry in the last 2 rounds, and for that one flurry, you give him 2 rounds. I don't think he won either. I had it 7-5, and I thought there was one toss-up round. I gave that. It was was it the 5th, maybe something like that, the 6th, something like that. I gave it to Kelly. I don't think it was a particularly hard fight to score. I thought the first round was Morat, the second round was Kelly, the third, I just don't think it was. The second round was Kelly, the third round was Morat, the fourth. I don't think it was that difficult of a fight to score. The scorecards were basically in line. Guys, please like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Become a member. Smash the join button. Become a member. Do all that good stuff. We got a lot of boxing. I'm going to go live again tonight after, I don't know what fight. What happened in the Jacob Bank fight? Does anybody know what happened in the Jacob Bank fight? Does anybody know? Is that on now? Guys, vote in the poll. All right, so I want to get into Kelly's performance. I thought Kelly's performance, look, it was good enough, right? Like, was it a good performance? It was good enough to get a W. I don't think he won the fight. We're going to see how this poll turns out. First of all, the commentating was god-awful. They were talking about, first of all, Sonny Edwards was glazing him to no end, and his comment didn't even make any sense. So in the 12th round of the fight, Sonny Edwards was saying, I don't think that Kelly needs to win the round, which means he's up by at least 2 points. Okay. If he gets knocked down, he loses. Well, which one is if he gets knocked down, it's 10-8. He doesn't lose. So I mean, so you're thinking he's up exactly 2 points, which means he would get a draw, and he wouldn't get the belt. I don't like nothing he said made any sense. Like they were so rooting, and look, they got what they wanted. They wanted Kelly to win, and they got Kelly. They manifested it. They got what they wanted. They wanted Kelly to win that in the worst way. You can see that they were rooting for him big time, and they willed their boy to victory from the announcer's booth, which was disgusting. I don't pay money for the zone to listen to cheerleading. It's not a home broadcast. It's not a home fight. It's not a Yankees game that I'm watching on the Yes Network. You know, this is not that. This is not that. There shouldn't be cheerleading like that. That was egregious and disgusting. We can say Max fluffed Dana White, and he did, but that was another level. They were rooting for him hardcore. And then I don't understand giving the 11th and the 12th to Kelly at all. I don't think he won either of those rounds. I thought Murtazaliev won the fight. I think it was close. I could see flipping the 12th. You flip the 12th, you got a draw. Two of the judges basically had it a draw, right? One had an even round. So you had an even round and a knockdown that wasn't ruled a knockdown. If either of those things are ruled, Murtazaliev keeps his belt. It's a draw. If there's no even round, or if that second knockdown is called a knockdown. And by the way, who thought that second knockdown was a knockdown? I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure that second knockdown was a knockdown or not. I don't know. I don't think it was. I think the ref got it right, but Kelly was hurt. He got hurt. He got hit, but he also had his foot stepped on. So now the ref's got to make an on-the-fly decision. Does he get knocked down? Does he get knocked down? Cannoli, stop. Does he get knocked down if he doesn't step on his foot? Is he going down anyway? It's a hard thing to rule. That's it. Cannoli, you got to stop. Bro. Cannoli, stop. Sorry about that. Josh Kelly won. Cannoli, if you don't stop, I got to have you leave. You got to stop. Sorry about that, y'all. That's my crazy dog. Guys, like, share, and subscribe. Come on, Cannoli. As far as Josh Kelly's game plan, which I hated, and I said this in the Discord, Josh Kelly went into this fight hoping and praying that the judges were going to shade him enough rounds that he could do as little as possible. That was his game plan to go win a world title. Now it worked. So it worked. I hate that as a game plan. If I'm his trainer, I'm like, no, we're gonna go win a world title. We're gonna sit down on our punches a little more. We're gonna come forward a little more. We're gonna show that in the middle of the ring, our skills are better than his skills, and we're gonna fight. At no point did Josh Kelly want to fight. A little bit. I forget what round it was. Maybe the 7th. It looked like he wanted to fight a little bit. But he was just basically running to survive, trying to say, okay, if I score 3 and you score 2, it becomes a calculus test. Maybe if I just land one more punch than you, maybe I can win. And that's how he's trying to win a world title. He's trying to win a world title doing a math test in his head that I'd land instead of trying to go out and outfight him. Now, it worked. He got his world title, so kudos to him. I hate that game plan. At no point was he ever trying to win that fight. He was never trying to win that fight. He was simply trying to outpoint his man. He wasn't trying to win a fight. And it almost backfired. If he wasn't in his home, he did the math in his head, I guess. Look, I'm up 2-0. I'm in my home country. The close rounds are going to go to me. And they did. Every close round on every card went to Josh Kelly. And then some of the non-close rounds on the one scorecard also went to Josh Kelly. Let me see. What judge had it 115, 111? Cannoli, out. John Basile had it 115, 111. Steve Gray had it 114, 113. Do we have the cards on this? Let me see. They don't have the round breakdown yet. I want to see the scorecards that they gave the 11th and 12th. They gave the 11th and 12th to Josh Kelly. I really can't see it that way. Kelly just got me paid. Shout out, Sonny. I hate the way. Shout out, Sonny. I hate the way that he fought. I thought it was bad. It worked. It got him a decision by 1 point, by 10 round. It goes 10-9 the other way. You don't win your world title. Is that really how you want to win a world title? I mean, look, yes, it is. But is that really your game plan? Hopefully, I pray that they give me enough rounds where I just land one more punch than him. That is a sketch. It's not sketchy. It's a stupid way to try to win it. Now, could it work? It did work. If you lose that fight, let's say Kelly loses that fight, or it's a draw, and he never gets another title fight again. That's how you lost. That's how you didn't get a world title. That's how you didn't get a world title. Is that really what you want to do? Man, listen, I won easy money on Kelly Live. Vegas had him at plus 260 round 9. It's clear he was winning. I don't think it was ever clear that he was winning. We knew how the fight was going to go. And the judges gave, I'm waiting to see the judges round by round scorecards. I'm guessing that, I don't know what they did. I'm guessing they gave the last 2 rounds to Kelly, which is an abomination. It's an abomination. I don't even care that Kelly won 114, 113. 115, 11 is upsetting. That's a terrible scorecard. Nobody watching that fight had an 8-4. The commentators were all over Kelly's baby nut. Oh, it was so bad, Greg. It was so bad. Boy, Kelly was a 3-1 dog. Good job. I avoided betting this fight. I didn't bet this fight either. I had no money on this fight. I didn't have any rooting interest in this fight. My only thing is I thought it was clear who won the fight. I don't like how Josh Kelly fought the fight. I don't like fighting that defensive, that negative, throwing a handful of punches and thinking, okay, if I land 5 and he lands 4, I win that round. Now let me keep a checklist in my head of the rounds that I think I won. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Or 5. I got 6. They'll give me 2. I should be safe here. I don't think that's any way to go fight for your life's work. Everything you've worked for in your whole life, you want to put in the judge's hand and hope that these close rounds, they shade it to you. I just don't think that's a smart way to fight. But guys, questions, comments, thoughts, super chats. Questions, comments, thoughts, super chats. Everybody vote in the poll. Everybody vote in the poll. Right now, you guys have it 47, 40, 13, right? And this is what I'm saying. I guess the cards weren't that bad outside of the one. The cards really weren't that bad, I suppose. All right, let's get into it. I think Kelly is going to take this easily. You were right. Kelly got it done. He did. I'm with Jackson. Kelly didn't win that fight for me. I didn't think so. I took the over 6.5. My man Johnny Cole. However, I do think if Bautista beat Parker, the Baccarat deserved to win. Who won? Josh Kelly won. Kelly just got me paid. Shout out to Sonny. Man, listen, I won easy money on Kelly Live. Vegas had him at plus 260 round 9. It was clear he was winning. I don't think so. The commentators were all over Kelly's baby nuts. Boy, Kelly was a 3-1 dog. Good job. I avoided betting this fight. Skull vs. Bank is live in approximately 30 minutes. We are going to check that out. So that's about 20 minutes from now. We are definitely going to check that out. That's what is about to happen to Tio. Seen 3 knockdowns not get counted, and Josh Kelly still didn't do anything to win. Yeah, I agree. There were at least 2 knockdowns that you could have ruled a knockdown that weren't counted knockdowns. The last one was a slip. There were 2 questionable knockdowns. Kelly clearly was winning. He was sticking and moving, not just moving. No, not really. Do we have the punch stats on that? I mean, I'm not a huge punch stat guy, but the punch stat will tell the story of how little he threw. Punch stat, Kelly versus more. I still can't spell this name. Let me see if I can get the punch stats. Does Yahoo have the punch stats? Does anyone have the final punch stats? He did not throw. He was completely defensive. I don't like the way he fought the fight. It was enough. The judges gave it to him by 1 point. So congratulations to Josh Kelly. I didn't see it that way. Guys, please like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Follow me all forms of social media. 3D Boxing, 3D Boxing Blog. Shout out to the Super Chat. It's Gold about to do the same thing. Shout out to Sonny. Shout out to Sonny, who made some money today. Shout out to you. Johnny didn't hit it on it. Give Johnny his credit, 79. Give him his credit. Commentators were glazing the last 2 rounds. Yeah, it was hard to listen to. It was hard to listen to how much they were rooting for Josh Kelly. And then Josh Kelly says, "I forgot what round it was." That shows how much balls I have. How does that show? How much? I mean, look, it's never happened to me, but it's happened to other people. You forget what round it is. How does that show that you have balls? How would that show that you have balls? That's what he said. It's like shows how much balls I have. How? The strangest comment of the night. That's like saying he hit the co-fight on the head because he picked him to win. Andy Cruz got robbed, in my opinion, and Josh Kelly didn't win. This PBK was the hometown boy. You got a hometown decision. You got a hometown decision. There's no question about it. But you have to factor that in. I agree, but good win for Kelly. Good win. No, I'm taking nothing away from him. I take nothing away from the man. Round 11, I had Kelly. Round 12, I don't understand the round. I really don't understand the round 11 for Kelly thing. I don't understand that at all. Cooked. Backroom won the last 4 clear. I couldn't see it any other way. I'm looking forward to seeing the judges' scorecards round by round. I had an 8 for Kelly. Ring rust hurt backroom. Timing was off. How'd you score the last 2 rounds? How'd you score the last 2 rounds, Farley? PBK for the win. Got the Kelly knockdown live plus 600. Let's go. There you go. Bank's still gonna fight. Yeah, I'm gonna tune into that. That's on the zone, right? Hang on. I'll let y'all know when that is fin to start. Ref gonna give Kelly time to recover by 1. Yeah, that was bullshit too. Yo, he gave about 12 seconds. Go watch. That was ridiculous. Shout out to Julius for pointing that out. He gave about 12 seconds to recover. That was nonsense. Bank fight starting soon. Anyone who gave those last 2 to Kelly was betting. I don't understand that at all. I don't how those were clearly more out rounds, more murtazaliev rounds. Clearly, it's what it is. I'm with you 79 on that. Kelly should have been deducted a point for. You ain't never lie about that. It was barely a fight in the second half. Just run it back. He ain't running it back. You know damn well he ain't running it back. You know damn well he ain't running it back. The Zone UK commentator is a nightmare. Give me Sergio Max over those kisses. Oh, yo, it was bad. It was bad. Kelly's style is god awful to watch. Not great. Someone told me Kelly landed a combo though. Okay, you know a round is 3 minutes, right? I know. He landed a combo. PBK outboxed him flat out. Terry Lance, I'm good with them cards, and I had my money the other way. I didn't see it that way. I didn't see it that way at all. I saw a guy on the back foot, throw very little, land very little. If we took who landed the best shots, I think murtazaliev landed all of them. I think that's not true. That's not true. I thought murtazaliev landed much better body shots. I thought he landed more clean body shots than Kelly landed shots in general. I don't see it that way at all. But I don't give it to a guy just because he moved the whole time. But Backroom won the last 4 rounds, in my opinion. It's crazy. I'm with you. It was a draw. Okay. Backroom just didn't do enough. I don't understand how you say that. I honestly don't understand how you say that. Josh Kelly didn't do anything. Josh Kelly was on the back foot and he threw 20 punches around. Like, were we watching the same fight, Terry? Kelly barely put combinations together. He never really went first. And he was up the back foot throwing one shot at a time about 20 times around. That's all he did. And he held. He held and threw 20 punches around. I don't understand how you say that. I really don't get that. I didn't lose any money on this, but we'll get all back to that. Yeah, I didn't bet this fight. The UK commentators say glazing their hometown boys. Canoli clearly favors the Brits. She favors the Italians. Isn't that right? Back lost all of them early rounds. Kelly did the score and he won. Like, I ain't got the problem. Shakur doesn't fight up the back foot. Shakur fights up the front foot. Padley and Crosscat, there you go. And they like that. Padley looked really good. You guys were I told you Padley was going to get that stoppage. I said it was a very good chance Padley was about to get that stoppage too. I ain't bet it though. He was dancing around the ropes, throwing one shot at a time, not barely engaging, smothering his own work. I don't think Kelly looked impressive at all. He did exactly what I thought he was going to do, which is to say, he was just hoping and praying that his little volume would carry the day. And it did. It got him a decision. No distance on Skull versus Bang. I ain't touching that. Back won 2 rounds early, very clearly, and won the entire second half. He ain't wrong. I'm from the UK. That commentator was biased. Yeah, it was hard to listen to. It was hard to listen to. My theory about it, if Kelly wins, will happen. Boots is just going to knock Josh Kelly out and get Brits crossover fan base. Possibly. Y'all know how them UK fights be. I don't know how they are anymore, Crenshaw. I know they get stopped prematurely. All right, Canoli. Canoli wants back in. You're allowed back in, Canoli, but no more balking. Kelly didn't box the way you wanted him to, just like Backroom didn't do what I wanted either. But Kelly won, man. He outscored, outmoved, and outboxed him. Unfortunately, because I lost a G. Well, I'm sorry that you lost a G. I just don't agree. Yeah, I'm gonna do something I don't usually do because there's weirdos who jump in. I'm going to put the link in. If anyone, the link is for anyone who wants to call in and defend Josh Kelly. That's what the link is for. It's not an open link. It's not. The link is posted. If anyone wants to call, I'm actually gonna. It's pinned. If anyone wants in, jump in. It's live. But it's only for people who want to defend Josh Kelly. It's not for anything else. It's not telling me Tio's going to win. It's not going to tell me that you made money on Padley by stoppage, which I told you to take. The link is for calling in to defend Josh Kelly. If anyone wants it, it's live. But it's only for defending Josh Kelly. Kelly did what he had to do. He's a champ now. Okay, but got vote in the poll, Lee. Lee, are you going to the fight site at the Garden? All right, we got Sonny is in.
Hello?
Yo, Sonny, what's up, my man?
Can you hear me?
I got you loud and clear. Can you hear me?
What's going on, buddy? I just want to say you the GOAT. That's what I want to say. I've been following for a little bit, but I just want to start off with that.
I appreciate that, Sonny. Appreciate that. I really do.
From the fight perspective, me watching it, I'm not a UK guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to make it long-winded. What I saw was What I saw was Kelly doing what Shakur did against De Los Santos, just to say what I was saying. He did the same thing with De Los Santos and got the W. I don't see what the problem was with that.
Well, let me ask you: did you score it by round? How did you score? What was your final scorecard?
To be honest, the last 2 rounds is what was determining. And
Agreed.
12, Padley won. Oh, excuse me. I keep saying Padley. The knockout is on my brain. Excuse me.
The white guy won. The white guy won. The white guy won.
Kelly won off a 4-punch flurry when he did the Olay and he threw him in the corner. And then he did that flurry and then he ran the rest of the round. That's what he won off of. The crowd got into it and he went off emotion. And I think that's what
did you give him the 12th round? Did you give him the round?
Yeah, me personally, I had a dog in that fight. I bet, so yes. But me watching it as a viewer, he didn't do enough. It was a draw the last round. They both didn't do enough. You know what I'm saying? Bob couldn't get close enough because Kelly was running. And if anything, it should have been a tie. But I agree with a lot of things that you said. But I'm defending him because the performance he put on the first 6 rounds, I gave straight to Kelly. And I'm sorry. Like, he was moving, sticking and moving. He was swimming without getting wet. It's like what they like to say. So that was the game plan. Swim, don't get wet. You dodge a couple punches. We're going to take it to the scorecard. That's what the game plan was from the beginning. That's the only reason I bet him. Because I knew they was going to go to the scorecards. He wasn't trying to stand there and bang with him. He's going to get knocked out like Tasu.
I thought he was gonna slow down enough where Murtazaliev is slower than I thought. I'll give you that. Murtazaliev is real slow.
Because Tasu was slow. Tasu made him look like he was like quick lightning. You know what I mean? Tasu just stood in front of him and didn't move his head. Now Kelly, he's gonna move his head all game. All match, he's gonna move his head.
I did point this out in my breakdown video. I said that Evan Yisi is a better athlete than Murtazaliev, but Murtazaliev is a bigger hitter.
Yes, so I agree with that. That.
Terry's here. I know Terry is here. Terry, I'm going to bring all three of us in. Terry, I know that you, I'll go 1-on-2 here, although Sonny's kind of neutral on this. He's kind of in the middle. Terry, I know that you want to defend, you want to defend Pretty Boy. So go ahead. I'll let you make the argument.
Listen, I don't want to defend Pretty Boy. Don't take it that way. I'm 100% not defending Pretty Boy because he's not the style of fighter that I like to watch.
Oh, you think you won the fight, though? You want to defend the scorecard.
All I'm saying was that, yeah. But I think you want to fight. What I think Bach was doing was I think he was waiting to the second half of the fight to start turning it up and start turning on the gas and start cutting off the ring. But he let him fucking cut off the ring the entire fight. And I was just like, what the fuck? I was yelling at the TV, and I just think that Bakram didn't throw or didn't land enough punches. He was chasing him around the ring, missing looking shots. And I think that Kelly just did what he was supposed to do to, win each round, not each round, but to put some of the rounds in the bag, enough of the rounds in the bag to win the fight. That's all I
would say. I think Murtazaliev was exposed. There was a minority of people, but a very vocal minority of people that said that he was the best. He was the best guy in the world in his weight class. That's done. That's out the window.
I never said that.
It wasn't a lot of people, but there were a minority of people who were very vocal about it too. That's not true. He was flawed, right? His feet aren't that good, and they're slow.
Right.
Like, you can have slow feet and cut off the ring. Like Miguel Beltran's one of those guys. Triple G's obviously one of those guys. Right? You can have slow feet and still cut the ring off. He could do neither. He had very slow feet, and he couldn't cut the ring off. He couldn't really, you're right. He was chasing around the ring. You can't just chase him around the ring. But I did think that, especially as we got into the 9th and 10th round, I thought Kelly was going to slow down and get stopped late. That's why I liked the over. I didn't like to go to this.
Well, Kelly likes to put his fist up and go into the high guard when he gets tired.
Yeah.
He was getting hit to the body the whole time, and he was feeling those. I know.
Yeah, Josh Kelly's the world's worst poker player. You can see
how he's tired.
He's a horrible poker player. Yeah, you can see. Yeah, you can see when he's tiring and when he's hurt.
Mouth breathing in the knife. Yeah, open mouth breathing in the knife, not even trying to hide it. No, I've seen that. Trust me, he won the fight though. I just want to say that. Please be clear. He won the fight just because of the lack of ring generalship from Bach, and that's the thing that killed me. Because I thought he was going to knock his ass out. Excuse me.
Agreed.
I thought he was going to knock him out. And that's why he lost the fight. He lost the fight himself. He didn't lose to Kelly. He lost it to himself.
Yeah, I don't really think Murtazaliev could do much differently, right? Like, I think if they rematched, it would look like this, and maybe the score, if it was in the U.S. or if it was in somewhere else, maybe the scorecards go differently, maybe they don't. But I think the rematch would look exactly like this. I don't think it would look much different.
I see that. I see that.
Yeah, I agree.
He's food, though. Kelly is food. Kelly is a unification waiting to happen.
Oh yeah, he's the Mario Barrios of a Division North.
Exactly, Mario Barrios.
Definitely food. Exactly.
But Terry, did you score it by round? How many? What was your final scorecard?
Man, you know what? No, I judge that out on my app, and I scored the first ball.
Yeah,
I wasn't scoring it.
All right.
I wasn't. I was just doing it in my head.
I thought Murtazaliev ran. I thought there was one round in the second half of the fight. I think it was the seventh, maybe. There was one round I thought that Kelly took in the second half of the fight. Other than that, I thought it was the eighth. It was the eighth round. I thought Kelly won. I thought 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. Murtazaliev ran all of them, and I thought he won the first and the third.
There was a moment.
And then there was one of the. I think the sixth, maybe something like that. It was.
What round did he get dropped? Did Kelly get dropped? Was that the 7th?
Kelly got dropped in the 8th or the 9th. What round did Kelly get dropped?
I think it was like 7 through 9. I don't know which one.
Through 9, yeah.
I want to say it was 9.
He didn't step on the gas, man. He did not step on the
gas.
No,
the ref, if you look at that and you play it again, the ref actually gave Kelly 10 seconds to get himself together after a hold. He went to Kelly and looked at him in his eyes, and he was like, "Are you good? Why are you asking him all that? Why are you asking him all that? Let the fight go." And so I figured that they were really rooting for Kelly. Yes, we'll put it that way. But he did win that fight.
Yeah.
Johnny says it's in the chat. Johnny, jump on.
Unfortunately,
the link is pinned. Johnny, jump on.
Damn, I'm sorry for you. My fault, brother.
We don't like that here. You gonna get it back tonight? Take Shakur by decision to get all your money back.
Oh, I have that. I put all my money. I just went on Kelly on that.
But my argument,
I did.
Is that I just don't like the way.
Actually, I put it on Shakur with decision.
If you want to sprinkle some money on Jermaine Ortiz, if you want to sprinkle some money on the points, because he gonna run all night. So if you want to sprinkle some money on him, he gonna do the best Josh impression that you got. The Josh Kelly impression.
Who's gonna do?
Ortiz.
Oh,
against Keyshawn. He gonna run too.
Yeah. And let's see if they give. I mean, but Keyshawn's another level, though, right? Like you can't really run from Keyshawn. That's not really gonna work.
I think he's gonna show Tio.
I think Jermaine Ortiz is very, very skilled, and I think Jermaine Ortiz can survive.
He will.
Yeah.
Because he survived against Tio. Tio's getting frustrated.
Right. So I think Keyshawn by decision was paying plus money. I like Keyshawn by decision.
Yes, sir. I love your mind. Love it.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right. Johnny's in the chat. Johnny took Josh Kelly, so I wanted to be able to come on and take his victory lap. Johnny, if you're in the chat, come on in. Kelly cashed me out big time. Respect that backroom picks the very close fight. Kelly's heart won him the title. I think the judges won him the title, but shout out only GK. Shout out to you. Shout out to anyone who took the odds there on Kelly. My problem is mostly the way that he fought. Like he went into this fight, not just saying I'm going to win a decision. Okay, that's fine, but I'm going to win a decision defensively, fighting negatively, trying to land one more punch. Because you saw after he got the knockdown, he never stepped up. He never was looking to hurt or win a fight. He was just looking to out. I remember doing this in the amateurs, right? And say, okay, I'm just going to try to score a couple of more punches and then try to run out the clock.
Right.
If there's one 10-10 round in that fight, if that 10-10 round goes to Murtazaliev keeps his belt. Who knows if Josh Kelly ever gets another world title shot? Is that really what you want to do? Like, you know what I'm saying? Is that really how you want to fight your world title fight? Don't you want to go out and try to win a world title instead of hoping the judges give you those very close rounds where you do very little? Like, because that's what his game plan was. I'm going to throw very few punches and get hit by one less, and hopefully they give me the round. I just don't think that's a game plan to win a world title. I hate that.
I hate that fact too, and the fact that when you see Kelly's face when he dropped him, he didn't even know he dropped him. Like it was like kind of a flash knockdown.
Yeah,
he got really, really lucky.
It was a jab when he was off balance coming in, or he was. Yeah, I mean it wasn't hurt or anything.
No, like he flashed him. Yeah. The flash knockdown. He got right back up and on his horse.
Yeah, he was laughing, but it's a knockdown. It's 10. You can laugh, but it's still 10-8 round. Like it is what it is. But Kelly never went after him again. Kelly's like 2-point round. Let me not blow anything here.
That's exactly what he was coached to do, though. And we all know that when his corner was telling him the whole time, that's why they don't have no mics in the corner in the UK. They over there, bro, just hang on. He's not Bud. He's not Bud going to turn it up. I'm down. Let me get in there and do something. I'm up. All right, I'm just going to run. And yes, he won by that. He won the amateurs. That wasn't a pro fight. That was a little Emmy right there.
Sal was in my Discord telling me that Kelly was going to outbox him. I didn't see him winning. Moments. The poll is very close, so you're not alone. The poll is very close. The poll, he's actually up in the poll now. The poll says 48% of people think he won, 41% have murtazaliev, and 11% say it's a draw. So it's very, very close. But more people are voting your way than mine. So it is what it is. I do think it came down to the last 2 rounds. So it's how did you score the last 2 rounds? Boxing 79 is in here. He's not boxing. This is the defend PBK. I know you're not. I know you're not going to defend PBK. But what's on your mind, 79?
All right, so when's someone going to say how he actually won the fight? I've just heard he's ran around the ring. How did he win the fight?
I'm with you, PBK. I'm with you, PBK. I'm with you, 79.
Oh, that's the question. How did he win the fight?
Terry, are you still there? I think Terry's gone.
What did he do to score? Because this is based off scoring. What did he do to score to win the fight?
I'm with you.
If you let me see. I don't have the concubine numbers, so I don't know like the punch stats, so I can't really. I'll be told out my ass. But what I saw was him sticking and moving, swimming without getting wet. Like, being a
I didn't even see him sticking.
He was.
I just saw him moving. Go ahead.
First 6 rounds. First 6 rounds, he was sticking and moving. He had counter punching. He was counter punching the first 6 rounds. Now, the later half of the fight, that's where it gets mucky. But the first 6 rounds and the knockdown, that's how you already lose 10-8.
He didn't lose the first 6 rounds. I don't know if some people don't score body shots for some reason. I've seen Bakram hitting him to the body every round.
I'm not disagreeing with that.
Bakram landed more clean body shots than Josh Kelly landed clean shots.
But they were one at a time, though. It was one that he'll hit him and then he'll move. Kelly will move and then Kelly will hit him back. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of erasing it. Those shots were hard, though. I'm not saying they weren't hard. When Kelly was circling out to his right and Bob was timing it, yes, I've seen all of that. But just as of him not being and getting frustrated, because at one point he was frustrated, especially in round 7, he was frustrated.
Yeah, I was. You know what fight I watched the other day? I watched Whitaker and De La Hoya, and I still think that's one of the most egregious scorecards, right? But Whitaker was pot-shotting the hell out of him, and Oscar was landing nothing. That wasn't like this, right? Like that.
It wasn't.
PBK wasn't flurrying here and there, right? He wasn't. He wasn't making more at miss like.
Kelly wasn't even winning the battle of the jab, dude.
That's what I'm saying. I don't really see what he was doing. I know we can't be surprised that in England the close decision goes to the English fight. I hate the way they fight. I think they fight such like amateurs. I absolutely hate the way that they fight. I hate it.
But Gary, me and you are both people who've competed before. We know in the amateurs you gotta have some fucking you gotta have some volume or you're not winning the fight. They will not give you that damn fight in the amateurs if you don't have no volume.
Yeah, point boxes. Correct?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think that's the way to go win a world title as a professional. I don't think that's the game. It worked.
This is where we've came, man, with boxing. Now that this shit has gotten more towards the UK, and it's gotten away from the America the way they used to score it. Now we're scoring it like the fucking Brits do. They score the fight, and it's not even a fight. It's not a boxing match. It's just whoever their guy wants to win pretty much is. And I'm tired of this fucking shit in the UK. It happens all the time.
It's happening over and over. It's happening with knockouts and stoppages that are utterly. And I'm a guy that's for a fairly quick stoppage. When the fight's over, it's over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're
Right.
doing over there is insane. Like, a guy gets hit with a 2-piece. All right, let's stop the fight. Like, what?
Gary, I got a question for you, man. If Bakram would have been the one in Josh Kelly's position, stumbling around all over the fucking ring and having chicken legs, they would have stopped that damn shit. What do you think?
There would have been 2, if not 3 knockdowns in that fight. Kelly wouldn't have been given 12 seconds to be warned. For holding.
Yeah.
While he
for holding.
chicken legs.
That's what I was talking about. The 12 seconds that he got for the holding.
It was 12 seconds.
It was 12 seconds. I thought it was 10.
That's 12 seconds ticking off the clock.
I know. It could have stopped. It could have been stopped.
That's what I'm saying. That's burning the candles from both ends. If I'm murtazaliev, I'm up in arms over that.
I will say one thing about Bakram, though. I don't think he fought very well, and he didn't land very many clean shots when he's throwing power shots. But something I was right about, Josh Kelly's heart is awful. He got hit with 1 clean left hook, and he was about ready to go.
Yeah, he was ready to go. But with this last fight, didn't he get cut and he was ready to go?
Yeah, in like the 11th or 12th.
He was ready to go.
Yeah.
He looked better against Ishmael Davis, actually, by far, than he did against Bakram. And then in the 11th, 12th round, he gets hit once, and he was ready to go.
Yeah, he was ready to go. I agree with you. He was ready. He was spaghetti legs.
This is Caleb Plant of the 154-pound division. Like,
I agree with that. You can't get better than that. That comparison.
Except Caleb Plant's got a little bit of inside game compared to Kelly, in my opinion.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, he'll trade with you.
When you're in the gym, like, the first trait I look for in a fighter is, does he like to fight? Does he like to stand in the mid-range and fight? Does he like to do that? If he does, he's a fighter. If he doesn't, he's not a fighter. I look at Josh Kelly and Caleb Plant, I see guys that don't want to fight in the mid-range, so they're not really fighters. Like, if you don't love that, I'm not saying you should always do that, but you should love that, right? Like, I'm going to stand in the mid-range with you. My skills are better than your skills, and I'm going to beat you in the mid-range, and we can do this all day, right? I'm not saying that you should, but I see Josh Kelly as a guy that doesn't want to do that. He doesn't want to sit in the mid-range and fight. He wants, he basically wants the fence. I'm not trying to insult the guy, but he basically wants the fence. He wants to hit you with a jab and then move. Hit you with a jab. It's like, okay, what happens when you slow down, right? Like, if anyone's ever played football, go ask a wide receiver and a cornerback, which is more difficult to play. Quarterback, because you have to go backwards, right? It's very hard to go backwards. Right? You're going to slow down. That's why I don't think you should go into a 12-round fight saying, I'm going to run for 12 rounds. I don't think it's actually
I agree with what you guys are saying. I came here to defend him because I bet on him pretty much. But, we're going to say
how do y'all score fights? Because, I mean, everyone says the same thing, clean punches and effective aggression. What about any of that, what I just said, was Josh Kelly doing?
No, I agree with what you're saying. I'm not saying that. I do agree with what you're saying. Like, he didn't control the ring like that. He ran. We're gonna just put it that way. He did run. But I feel like his running was effective. Let's put it that way. He won his running. He had effective running. You know what I mean?
I will say, bro, I wouldn't have minded if it was a draw because, like I said, Bakram did not fight very good himself.
It's that rust, that layoff.
I also think, like Gary said in his breakdown, he's a very flawed fighter as well.
Right. Well, there's just two weight classes up with power.
I think he leaves himself off balance, and I seen that a little bit in film, but I didn't think he would do it in this fight. He'll just leave himself off balance, put his feet together sometimes too.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Hey, Gary, you the GOAT. I know Williams Cole about to fight.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop off too.
Man, hopefully we don't see another fucking robbery there.
Hopefully not.
All right,
fucking in Denmark.
I am gonna end this. I'll be live after. I don't. What fight goes off first? The
Big
Xander
Baby.
fight. No. What card goes off first? Xander Zayas, the Puerto Rican card, or the?
I'm not too sure. I know at 5 my time, that's the Stevenson. So after this, probably.
Okay. Terry, you there, Terry? Terry, you there?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Now I'm here. I fell off.
All right, we're losing a little bit.
Had a bad
I'm about to end this.
I had a bad signal.
Yeah, I'm about to end this. I got to sign off in a minute, but I want to give you the last minute here. I agree with your comment. That's horrible judging happens everywhere, especially in Texas. As a Texan, yeah. To quote Paulie Malignaggi, you know what else Texas fighters, Texas judges like? Texas fighters.
Hey, but Gary, you got to admit, when a robbery happens in Texas, there's usually a good ass fight.
That's true. That is true. Let me give Terry the final word here, Terry. I know that. Let me respond to this. I don't think that Kelly. I don't think it's beneficial to fight a world title fight the way that Kelly did, which is to say, on the back foot, barely throwing any punches, and just like trying to keep a tabulation in your head that I landed one more punch than you, right? Because you could see when he got that knockdown, he never went after him. He never stepped on the gas. Yeah. He was like, okay, I won the round 10-8. Let me not let anything bad happen.
I think Kelly knew he was fighting a fucking killer. And he's like, the only chance I have in this fight is to run and stick him when I can stick him and run. And that's what he did. And that was enough, to get him to get the win, especially with that fucking wild knockdown that happened with a jab.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's a knockdown. It counts all the same. I mean, he wasn't hurt. It was a jab, but it's a knockdown. Yeah, he knocks him down. He hit him and he went down. It's a knockdown.
Right. Yeah. No, but I think that was his game plan. I think his game plan was to, fucking run and stick him when he can stick him and keep running. And I mean, I knew he wasn't gonna be able to go toe with.
Let me make my point, right? So he won that fight by 1 point, right? There was 10-10 round.
Yeah.
That if that judge swings that round in favor of murtazaliev, it's a draw. Kelly doesn't get his belt. Do you really want to prepare your whole life, your whole camp, and your whole life?
There was a 10-10 round.
Yeah, that's how they got 114, 113. I don't know what round it was, but there was a.
That's cooking. That's what I call cooking.
It is what it is.
Hometown cooking.
But do you really want to? Wow. Your whole life, you work for this moment, and then you want to fight it like that, where you're like, hopefully the judges give me these close rounds. I'm not gonna try to win the rounds. I'm just gonna try not to lose them and then land a couple of jabs. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, this does not seem like the plan of someone who wants to win a world title. Like, if I was fighting for a world title, I'm doing what Abdullah Mason did. I'm gonna fight. I'm winning this world title.
Yep. I agree 100%. I mean, unfortunately, not everybody thinks like that. And I at the end of the day, this is what I tell everybody. And this is what I told people on the Bud Crawford Canelo fight and every other fight. When you have two equally good fighters, the one who has the more street in them is the fucking one I'm going to put my money on. And these UK guys, none of these guys have any fucking street whatsoever. And so that's
there's a couple, but not many. I agree with you, bro. There's a couple, but apparently Dalton Smith does.
Dalton Smith got some dog in him. Dalton Smith and Ricky Hatton. Anyone else? Anyone else?
Yeah.
Do you count Kakachi? I know he's Irish, but I mean,
no. Irish people are different. Irish people are both different. I mean, that's it. If you think of all the British fighters, there's two of them that got dog in them. The rest of them, got a little bitch in them sometimes. All right.
Let me think if there's any more. Ryan Gardner.
Yeah.
I think he might have some.
Yeah. Okay. Good one. That's a good one. I mean, look, there's some people are people. You're gonna find dogs, but they have an inordinate amount of fighters that have no dog in them. All right. I'm gonna end this, guys. I'm gonna check out this bank fight, and I'm gonna check out the Xander card, and I'll be live again after the last fight, whatever fight that is, whether that's Xander, whether that's Shakur. I'll be live after all the action ends. Appreciate it.
Yeah, at least we got some good boxing coming up, man.
All right. And you're jumping on, right? 79, win, lose, or draw. You're jumping on post fight.
Like I told you when we on our phone call. My bad, guys. My daughter's crying. Hold up. All right.
I get
If T.O. gets knocked out first round, I'm still coming on. I'm waving a white flag.
he ain't gonna get knocked out in the first round, but we'll see you post fight whatever happens. All right,
Yep.
January 31st, 2026, from Texas to the world. Thank y'all.
Right, cool.
God bless. Be good, y'all. Appreciate you guys jumping on.
Don't miss a tweet, post, story, or video. 3D Boxing is on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Hit the subscribe button now to stay inside the ring.